Alright, so the first game I wanted to take a dive into is the first game jam that I ever participated in, the Ludum Dare 29. The theme was Under the Surface. I was 16 years old when this game jam happened. It was in April of 2014, and I had no idea what I was doing at the time. I had basically just picked up Game Maker and was trying things out and poking around and really had no idea what was going on. Uh, so I didn't finish this jam, and the game really doesn't have that much content. But let's take a look. First of all, I'm going to run the game and see what happens, because I haven't looked at this game basically since I made it. Okay, so first of all, uh, as you can see, I'm not a very good artist. This shark and this water does not look great. The fish are pretty, surprised they're actually like moving around on their own and stuff. That's something I didn't expect. The physics are not good. I mean, also the fact that I didn't know how to make a sprite turn upside down was definitely a problem in this type of game, because when you'd go over upside down like this, you'd kind of want the sprite to flip around so then when it's going the other way. Oh, what a little, look at that effect. When you kill the fish, they make a little blood effect. That's actually kind of awesome. And then let's see how deep we can go. Also, apparently, when you hold forward, it just slightly wiggles you at random to make it seem more likely you're a shark. So that's cool. And I guess this is as deep as you can go. And I'm guessing... Oh! You actually can't go off the edge of the screen. It'll just bounce you. So that's pretty good. I'm sure this game was made all using drag and drop. So let's actually take a look through that now that we've seen the game. Okay. So... First of all, I'm curious. Oh my god. That is actually not what I expected. So I actually physically drew, or rather had sprites for each of the different water levels. That is something I had no idea. What is this? What in the heck is this? It's a... Why is this guy in the game? Okay, I don't think that sprite is related, because it's definitely not in the game. We have a dirt sprite. Uh, that's it's just a repeating texture. It's not very good. It seems like I probably made that in paint.net using the cloud generate function. Uh, I was not a good artist, and still I'm not a very good artist. And I was working on this by myself at the time, so it's pretty bad. This is a good little fish. Oh, so this is an interesting thing that I used to do. So to get an object or a sprite to rotate, instead of just using the image angle functions that are built into GameMaker or image angle variable and stuff like that, I actually would I would make a sprite that had 360 frames, each one being a different degree of rotation, and then I would set the frame to the direction that it's going. Uh, and that's probably how I did the shark too. Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense as to why I couldn't get it to flip upside down when it's going the other way. Now let's take a look at some random stuff. These are interesting. Uh, so apparently I must have used paths for the fish AI. I thought I might have actually did something cool, but I guess I just like created some random paths and the fish just sort of go around. Path 2, path... yeah. So it's just a couple of random paths that the fish will go around at. I also apparently created objects for every single part of the water. That's horrible. Why did I do this to myself? What are these? These are just 32 by 32 sprites, and I'm wondering if I like manually placed them. Oh my god. I actually manually placed every piece of water in this room. That is... wow. That is good game development right there. Let's take a look at the fish. I think they just... Okay, so... I tried to use GameMaker's Gravity, I think, but I didn't really know how stuff worked. And, What? I'm trying to... Okay, so I guess it just randomly chooses... God. It just randomly chooses a path and then goes along that path. And then dies. Oh God. Outside the room it destroys itself. And yeah, I was still using drag and drop at the time, so instead of just using draw self, I used that. Yeah, okay. I was following along a book that we used in a class called The Game Maker's Apprentice, and it used this method of rotation where you go into the draw action and you set it sets the the sprite frame to the direction. Not a great method. So now if we actually go into the shark, the player's shark, oh God, I don't know what this is going to be. So okay, so I guess if place empty is just checking for if you're colliding with water. So if you're above the water, it's going to set the gravity back. Otherwise, when you're underwater, there is no gravity. Uh, but as long as you're moving, it'll slow you down, which is why when you're underwater, it sort of has that drag and slow down. Ah, so this is the blood effect right here. I guess when you collide with a fish, it'll destroy the fish. It'll create some red orange smoke, and it'll add to your fish caught. So that's good. Uh, I think that's about it for this game. There isn't really much else. God, why did I do this? There's a left equals true when you hit the left button, and left equals false when you let go of it. Okay. Anyway, I think that's about it for this game. That's... Oh, what's in the controller? Nothing. Oh, so create some random fish. Okay. So, yeah, as you can see, I really didn't get that far in creating this game. I was really, really new to game development, and I was learning out of a book how to do drag and drop Game Maker. And my God, this is laggy. There are so many objects, it can't handle it. But yeah, this was when I was very new. I was 16 years old, just getting into Game Maker, and that's what I managed to achieve in about probably 6 hours. And then after that, I gave up.